Hello and welcome, I'm your Code Monkey. The Asset Store is full of awesome tools and assets to help you make your own games. There's more and more awesome stuff coming out every month, so in this video let's check out some highlights for July 23. Even if you don't pick up any of these, it's still great to look at them to see if they inspire you to build something. Just watching some of these assets is enough to fire up my imagination. I can immediately picture all the kinds of games that I could build. This one is a list of paid assets and effects. I've already made 2 videos covering the best free new assets and best tools and systems. As always, there's links to the assets in the description, and as a bonus you can use the coupon CodeMonkey10 to get 10% off your order. Also, right now, Unity is having a fun sale called Dev Days of Summer. Basically, they asked a bunch of YouTube game devs to pick some assets and make some videos related to it. The devs and the assets, they change every single week. And next week, I'm actually one of the devs, so stay tuned for that video where I use a ton of tools to make a really interesting open world game. There's already a ton of stuff on a 50% discount. And the Synthi store is also still having their birthday sale for a few more days. If you're a fan of their style, they've got packs for making pretty much any game you can think of. So check out both sales, link in the description. Alright, so starting off with a really gorgeous looking sky pack. It looks really great, very stylized, very anime-like. It's actually got quite a lot of variety, and all of them really high quality. I could see these being perfect for a game kind of like Genshin Impact or Zelda. Then for something more dark and moody, here are some sci-fi neon buildings. It includes tons of them, over 300 objects with many modular prefabs for rooms and stairs. So it's not just the exterior but the interior as well. It's a great style, lots of neon and gray, so if you'd like to make a game kind of like Cyberpunk or Blade Runner, then this would be a great pack. Next, if you'd like to make something like The Sims and you need some characters, check out this pack. It's a modular stylized character base. This bundle includes both male and female. You can modify all kinds of clothes, shirts, pants, and shoes. You can modify the hairstyles and accessories, change the skin color, eyes, and eyebrows, and you can even modify the body shape with all kinds of sliders. Definitely a great pack if you're making a Sims-like game. Then if you need something stylized, here is a really nice toon shader with tons and tons of options. Really lots of ways that you can customize how this looks. You can modify the light ramp, you can set up some halftone shading, you can set up some hatching, add some noise or emission. Also has some great looking outlines, and of course this works on any mesh, so really tons of options and it's actually pretty cheap. Then for some 3D icons, here is a nice one. These can be great to represent pickups or all kinds of things in your game. You've got some scrolls, weapons, bells, swords, some gifts, maps, dice, really tons of objects. In total, there's 120 nice 3D icons. For some effects, here is a nice dissolve pack. It's got very unique effects. It's not just a boring regular dissolve. Each pixel vanishes or appears in a nice satisfying way for some very unique looks. I assume you can customize the color and get tons of variation. Then for a nice, calm, gorgeous looking environment, here is some fantasy nature. Looks very inviting, so this could be an area straight from Zelda. With the different colors, you can create multiple biomes. You can place one area for grass, then sand, snow, and even some alien looking purple areas. It includes a bunch of trees, foliage, lots of rocks and cliffs. This is one of those packs where you can just use the demo scene directly in whatever game you're working on. Then if you already have an environment and you just need some characters, check out these medieval knights. It's got a realistic style with tons of modular parts. You start with a basic human body and then attach parts on top. All of those parts, they're all very realistic, although it also includes a strange gray skin color with red eyes, so this could also work for some kind of medieval zombies. Then if you have medieval characters, you're going to need sword animations. Here's a nice pack with the sword and shield. It includes over 200 animations, tons of variety from some basic movement, some stun animations, there's some attacks, get hit, wind up, dodge, and more. It includes both standing and crouching animations. Or perhaps you need some effects but apply to the UI. Here's a mega pack with a ton of them. There's some nice squares and hexes, so perfect for card games or character portraits. Some that look like spawning things, some that are constantly circling around. Lots of interesting stuff, very interesting animations. Looking at this one reminds me that I need to get a pack just like this one when I go to polish up the UI for my Steam game. If you're building a JRPG, here is a character pack. You've got some full-size character portraits and some small ones for in-game. Now it says that this pack is meant to be used with RPG Maker, but these are really just images, so you can use them with anything. Then if your game has 3D characters and you want to customize how they look, check out this hair pack. It includes quite a lot of hairstyles to choose from, everything from some simple to some very unique ones. You can just attach them to the head, and then of course you can modify the colors, and even supports blending colors for some really unique hair. Or maybe you're working on a hex game. If so, check out this Battlefield pack. It's got some really nice looking hexagons. Nice visual style, nice calm and cartoony. This is actually from the same dev from where I grabbed my Dinkies and Zombies characters. It's really interesting how a hexagon is such a basic shape, but as you can see, you can take that shape and build it in various ways. I can see this being great for some kind of puzzle game or perhaps something like XCOM, which by the way, my turn-based strategy course does have a free expansion that covers hex words. Then if you're making a pixel art game, here's a huge pack. You've got lots of characters, weapons, armors, and items, so everything from humans to monsters. You've got swords, bows, wands, and more. There's potions, food, scrolls, and tons more. And if you've got some pixel art characters, you also need some pixel art effects. Here's a pack that is inspired by the NES. It does look exactly like you expect. It's got some thick pixels with some nice animation. These are all 16 by 16 pixels using the NES palette. For some cute characters, here are some animal faces. Now these could be great as emojis, or perhaps even just characters in some sort of Animal Kingdom game. Next, here's a very unique one titled Unique and Unusual Grenades. They are certainly very unusual. This is a very creative pack. These are 2D grenades and includes over 100 of them. For something more grounded, here are some gears. Looking at this makes me want to make some kind of gear-based game. Just the other day I was watching some videos on using Lego gears to make lots of interesting things. With this you could make a fun virtual version of exactly that. Or perhaps you want a hyper-realistic medieval environment. This one looks really gorgeous. It's a castle with some thick walls, ladders, stakes, trees, and more. Really has an excellent look, excellent environment. It looks very dark and moody. The skies are cloudy and there's some snow or some fog. Every part of it looks excellent, so this would be great in pretty much any game or virtual production. Alright, so those are my top 20 new visual assets on the Unity Asset Store for July 23. There's links to all in the description, and as a bonus you can use the coupon code monkey10 to get 10% off your order. Also check out my own free and paid assets on the store. Alright, hope that's useful. Check out these videos to learn some more. Thanks to these awesome Patreon supporters for making these videos possible. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.